Well, here we are with the Bishop Fenwick girls basketball co-captains. And first up, Celia, let me start with you. Is this the best team that you've been a part of here at Bishop Fenwick this year, at this edition?
I would have to say yes. It's been, I think each year that I've been on the team and we've all played together, I think we've been able to get better and play even more together. So I'd say it's the most fun, and I'd say probably the best as well.
Tess, how about yourself?
Yeah, I would agree. The three of us have been on the team the longest, so I think we've been able to see the team progress a little bit more each year and just build more team chemistry and learn together and play together well.
Kate?
I agree. We're super close off the court, and I think it shows on the court, and we have a lot of fun together.
Kate, let me follow up with you. So where do you think this team has improved? You know, team play, rebounding, shooting, passing, handling the ball. What area might you figure out?
I think that our passing and communication stands out a lot. Like we said, our team chemistry is great, so that definitely translates on the court in our communication, and we kind of just know where each other is, and I think it shows.
Tess, can you add to that?
Yeah, I'd say one of the best things we do on the court comes from our defense. I think we do really well, like Kate said, with our communicating, which allows us to get a lot of steals and deflections, and I think then shows on our offense.
Yeah. Celia, how about yourself?
I would say like our passing, like we've all been saying, our chemistry is great, and just we were able to read and play off of each other even without like a set play, and I think that really helps us in game situations.
You know, as teams get to know you guys, your opponents get to know you guys pretty well over the years. You know, your game has to change or evolve a little bit from time to time. So, Celia, how do you think your game has changed personally? What you've been challenged with this year individually, and how you've responded to that?
I think I've been definitely working on just like passing and getting teammates involved, and also just being able to score like in all aspects, like outside, inside, and then really focusing on my rebounding as well.
Tess, how about yourself? Where would you go with that question?
Yeah, I think we all have like different roles on the team, so like I think I just try to, come in and be able to help, especially like I said, defensively, and like the assisting, I try to do help with that. Like I'm not necessarily like the key scorer, but we all have different roles, which I think show on the court.
Kate, do you think your game has changed at all this season, during the course of the year at all, evolved in some way?
I would say definitely. Every time I try to step on the court, I try to bring energy for our team and for our girls, and I think it really shows. I think we all step out and try to bring our best every day.
All right, I want you guys to talk about a teammate here that's not here. So, Kate, who would you pick on? Or pick, rather, I should say.
I'm going to talk about Cecilia Nielsen. I think that she's young, but she's been a really big part of our team. She has great court sense. I think that she's just like a really good all-around player. She can shoot. She can handle the ball well. She passes great. Her defense is amazing. So I think she's really good.
Tess, and how about yourself? Who would you single out?
I'm going to talk about Bella. She's a senior, and I just think it takes a lot of courage. She had to transfer here senior year. So coming into a new team as a senior can be really overwhelming, but I think she just glued in with our team great, and she's been a great addition. And she's such an amazing ball handler and can always get her hands on the ball on defense, and she's really helped us this year.
Yeah. Celia?
I would have to say Caitlin. She's kind of like my twin on the court. We've known each other for a long time, and playing with her in high school has probably been, like, it's been so much fun, and I've loved being able to, like, work with her and just develop both of our games.
So this is a very good Fenwick team this year, and you're not going to the playoffs, and you were hoping for a great season, at the end of last year, this season here, 2023-24. So when you heard that Fenwick was not going to be allowed into the MIAA playoffs, what was your first reaction to that?
Well, when we found it in the summer, we were really shocked and surprised, honestly. We had no idea that it was coming. But I tried to, I sent a text message to the team just trying to get everyone's spirits up and just get them motivated and ready to come and play and take the games that we did have and prove to everyone that we're one of the best teams in the state. Yeah.
And you, Tess?
Yeah, hearing the news was definitely heartbreaking, and I think at first we tried to, stay hopeful that maybe something would change, but obviously it didn't. So, from her text, we just have had the mindset that we need to make the most of what we have and prove everyone wrong.
Yeah. And Kate?
Yeah, it was definitely a punch in the gut. None of us saw it coming, but we really just tried to stick together and make the most of what we have.
And for this program, you guys have always been in the postseason, go deep into the playoffs, always interesting team to watch, Fenwick girls basketball. So now that you're here, really at the end of the season, what does it feel like now? Does it feel worse, sort of, you know what I'm saying? Kate, I'll start with you, I guess.
Yeah, when we first heard the news, it was kind of hard to believe because obviously we weren't really in school, we hadn't started our seasons or anything, but now that it's becoming more real, like our season is ending in a couple of days, so it's really like taking a toll on us. I think it's really hard to think about not being able to move on in like our tournament, especially since the team that we have, but it's definitely hitting hard right now.
Tess, yourself?
Yeah, I think it's really tough going into, we have 2 games left, knowing they're our last games, I think is a tough feeling. Normally when you make the tournament, you don't know when it's going to be over, and then being able to watch all these other teams be in the tournament, I think will be tough for us to watch, knowing we should have been there.
Exactly, watching other teams at this point, so the reality is really banging in, I think, now, right?
Yeah, like Tess said, like we know it's our last 2 games, but I think we're also taking that and just knowing it's our last 2 games, especially as seniors on a team, we're coming out with a mentality to win and make the best of the last 2 games that we do have.